What's going on YouTube? The Game and Give here, and we got some exciting stuff in Danmachi Memoria Freeze. So right now the game is undergoing its Nino's Journey crossover event. So we got a bunch of stuff going on right now. We got a bunch of new banners and everything. They also have a new login. Upon first login you get a free 4-star ticket to pull any of the new featured cards off these banners. And at the end of the 14th day you'll get another one to do the exact same. They have a bunch of stuff, like some of the collab stuff's going on, where you can purchase with paid iris. There's like a big boy box right here. You get an adventure exchange ticket, an assist exchange ticket, 2 of the collab unit tickets to get a random pull, and then 3-star draw tickets. They also have a new event going on right here. It's split into 2 different things. The first one, it's like the usual stuff. You have to get a certain amount of items before you can move on. And then the second one is kind of like an unlock thing. Kind of like the faunus and whatnot. You can like farm out of this and whatnot. By doing this event, you'll get a chance to earn star bonds, which you can use to limit break your 4-star characters. Alright, so the main point of this video, I'm not really going to be doing too much. I'm actually just going to start getting back into my Danmachi grinds and whatnot after a small little break. But I've seen a lot of questions on if these characters and whatnot off these banners are worth it. And I 100% think that these characters are absolutely worth it. They went back to the old step-up version that they introduced with Eyes and Lafia, where the 1st, 4th, 7th, 10th, and 11th draw will get you one of the featured star cards, on either of the banners. They have the paid iris one, where you're 100% chance of getting either of these 2. They still have her going on. And that's just about it. So I kind of want to, I've heard a lot of talk of if these characters are worth it or not. And that's kind of what I want to discuss in this video. So, in my honest opinion, regardless of the tier list right now, because they haven't been placed just yet since the banners dropped just last night. Regardless of the tier list, I think these characters are absolutely 100% worth it. Depending on what you need, we'll decide, which banner that you'll want to pull from, which 4 stars you'll want to try and aim for and everything. But I believe that these characters are absolutely worth it because they all have their own nicks and gimmicks that actually really benefit the team. So we're going to start off with this banner. We're going to go over the 3 featured cards here. So our 2 featured adventurers are going to be Kino and Hermes, and the name afterwards refers to the bike, and Hermes and Hermes, which is I thought was a funny twist. So down here, Kino is going to be our physical attacker, and Hermes is going to be our balance type. If you take a quick look at their stats, Hermes is a little more balanced out, while Kino's stats are through the roof for physical strength. He has a decent number of dexterity. He's a very fast attacker. Agility's at 809. Now, mind you, these are at level 80, and whatnot, but this is still a good understanding of what they're capable of, even still. So, Kino is a very hard physical attacker. He's actually the heaviest physical attacker in the game right now. He even beats out Otaro and Eyes. Hermes, he has his attack and whatnot, but he's mostly focused around buffing his speed and stunning, which I'll go over in just a second. So these are their skills. So let's start with Kino. Kino's on the left. So his ultra attack is an ultra powerful physical attack with a temporary strength boost. His combat skills, his first one, projected trajectory shot, targets 1 enemy, high power attack with an ultra critical hit rate. So made specifically for taking down 1 single foe with a very high chance of getting that extra critical damage, because crits are meta, guys. Bolting assault shot is an AoE attack, mid physical attack, and strength and magic minus 20% for 4 turns. So this debuffs the enemies, so they do less damage overall. And then target foe shot. Target focused, holy crap. Target focused shot is another AoE attack that has a 15% chance of sealing. So Kino is going to be your physical powerhouse. This is going to be the guy that you're going to have as your head taking down enemies and whatnot. These are the skills and whatnot that he gets as he levels up through the status board and all that. Some solid stuff, good stuff. All right. Now Hermes, biker bash for his ultimate attack, ultra powerful attack with a 30% chance to stun. To his combat skills, rev up, raises his agility by 75% for 4 turns, and gives his the foes a negative 75% stun resist. So he lowers the resistance to stunning while buffing his own speed and the rest of his attacks. There's an AoE and a non-AoE. With a 30% and a 15% chance to stun. So he's really the one that, he's really the one that you have that's kind of just slowing the enemies down, to really, have your other cards dish out damage. Like he's a good stunner. And with his rev up ability, he should be going first most of the time, because his agility stat is pretty well in there. These are the skills that he gets through the status board. Solid stuff. It's almost similar to Kino and whatnot, and then our assist on this banner is Explosive Girl T. She just raises your strength and critical hit rate. Guys, crits are meta. They're meta as meta can be, guys. And you know me. So that's some good solid stuff there. Increases your whole party's critical hit rate and their strength, so you can dish out a lot more damage. Moving on, so onto the Gotcha A banner. I don't know why B is before A, but things are weird. So our 2 adventurers are going to be Wandering Man, Shizu, and Riku. Riku is a big floof, and photographer Photo and So. Gonna say this right now, Photo is probably by far the best healer in the game. As you can see, Shizu is another physical attacker. Photo is a healer type. Their stats. Shizu is roughly around Kino in his attack stat. They roughly have about the same stats. The only thing that makes Kino a little better in my eyes is the skills, and we'll go over that. Photo stats aren't all that impressive, but she's a healer. It's what she's meant to do. She's not meant to do damage or to tank. She's meant to keep your team alive. So for Shizu on the left, as most physical attackers, they get a temporary strength boost with an ultra powerful attack. For their special arts, his first combat skill, Headwind, high power attack with a strength, temporary strength boost. Artisan Sword. Mid powerful attack and removes all physical resistance and buffs off of the enemy that he attacks. So he can he takes away all any stat boosts towards physical resistances, and excluding assist skills. That's the only thing he doesn't do. So he opens whatever enemy he attacks up to an even more powerful attack. And then concentration raises his critical hit rate by 4 turns by 50%. Now, the only thing that makes him a little meh compared to Kino is the fact that he doesn't actually have an AoE skill. There's no doubt in my mind that he hits hard, and he'll actually destroy anything that he touches at max limit break and an amazing weapon. But what knocks him down a few pegs compared to Kino is the fact that he does not actually have an AoE attack. And while that should be overlooked, unfortunately, in the ways of, for say, PvP and PvE, you're going to want an attacker to have at least some AoEs, but that doesn't mean he's not worth it. He's definitely a very powerful unit. You just have to use him as such. So, on to Photo on the right. Her special art lowers power and magic resistance by 30% by 4 turns. So it's, if you ever want to use her for whatever reason to lower their resistances to actually go in and hit a lot harder, you could. Full Throttle is a high power high power attack indexed to magic. So that's actually a nice little touch with her. Her physical strength is very low, but her magical strength is relatively high. So if you give her equipment to raise her magical stats and whatnot, it's going to be a physical attack that indexes to her magic. So the higher her magic is, the more stronger her physical attack is going to be, which is very neat. First card that we actually have that does that. Pharmacy, which gives all of your allies mid heal and guard rate plus 30% for 2 turns. So that actually helps out with tanking, which is very nice. And the Voice of the Popular Street heals for 20%. Heals 20% for over 4 turns. So 100%, I'm more than positive she's the best healer in the game right now. I actually pulled her off of my free ticket, so I definitely plan on using her. And then we have Filmic Goddess Hestia as our support, and she raises power resistance and guard rate to the entire team. So she also helps out with tanking purposes and whatnot. So besides a solid magical attacker, we have a lot of very good physical units and a fantastic healer. So depending on what you guys need, these are the banners for you, because all of these characters are 100% worth it, and that's what I'm here to tell you guys. I don't care about the tier list. I don't care if Kino is actually S tier, and or even Shizu is actually S tier. I'm telling you guys this because I feel that regardless of their tier, regardless of the ranking, that they are fantastic cards that you can utilize and help you out if you need them. If you have a solid healer, if you have Otaro, Eyes, and whatnot, they're still good to pull for, because they all have their uses in one way or another. But I believe these banners are 100% worth it, and if you are going to do so, please do so soon, because these are all time limited characters. The only way that we'll ever see them again in our general 4-star pull is if they return in banners in the future. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I 100% love what's going on, and I can't wait to dive in. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys pull the cards that you're looking for, because all of these cards are absolutely fantastic. 100%, 10 out of 10 would pull on the banners. I can't say again because I haven't done a multi yet, but well, I'm getting there. I'm gonna start my grind over the weekend and everything. So I wish you guys luck on your grinds as well. If you guys like what I do here, feel free to like and subscribe. All that fun jazz helps me out a lot. And that'll be it for this video, guys. This is the Gaming Gift signing off, and hope you have a wonderful day.